Is Temu legit and safe to order from? Here's all you need to know. If you love online shopping and are looking for the next best place to buy from, you might be wondering, is Temu legit? And ultimately, is it a safe company to purchase from? After all, having quickly become one of the most popular shopping apps since it launched in the autumn of 2022, Temu has been winning fans with its huge range of products at rock bottom prices. However, the brand hasn't been without its fair share of controversy, including potential data leaks and concerns over forced labor. Stay tuned to find out everything you need to know about Temu, including how it works, why it's so cheap, and whether it's a good company to buy from. What is Temu? Temu is a shopping app and website operated by Ireland-based company PDD Holdings that sells a range of items including fashion, home decor, handmade crafts, beauty items, chic clothes, shoes, and more. Since launching in September of 2022, the online megastore has seen its popularity skyrocket. The most downloaded new app in America, Temu enables customers to take advantage of insanely low prices on almost every item imaginable, drawing shoppers in with the tagline, "Shop like a billionaire." With the cost of living at an all-time high, Temu timed its entrance into the marketplace perfectly, offering people, especially kids and teenagers, the opportunity to purchase coveted products on a budget. How Temu works. Temu works in much the same way as any other online retailer, but with one unique twist. It offers customers the opportunity to earn extra credits by getting friends to sign up or through spin the wheel games. Selling everything from Lenovo Airbuds at $10.26 to smartwatches priced at just $16.89, it's not hard to see why so many people are turning to Temu and taking advantage of such heavily discounted products. You can access Temu via the app or website, and the process is the same as any other online retailer. Simply sign up for an account using your email address or social media account, add products to your cart, and proceed to the checkout to complete your purchase. Who owns Temu, and where is the company located? It's difficult to pin down Temu's exact origins as the company's website gives limited information. While Temu itself says it was founded in Boston, its parent company, PDD Holdings, was based in Shanghai until early 2023 when they relocated to Dublin. The move to Ireland isn't an unusual one, with many tech companies having made a similar move in the past due to the country's low corporate tax rates. And while Boston is listed as Temu's head office, products are shipped from manufacturers in China. PDD Holdings also owns Pinduoduo, a Chinese online retailer focused on the agriculture industry that generated more than $7 billion in the first quarter of 2023. Which countries is Temu available in, and where does it ship from? Temu's global ambitions have begun to come to fruition, with the company expanding from just serving the US to delivering to 23 countries around the world. These countries are Australia, Austria, Belgium, Canada, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Luxembourg, Mexico, Netherlands, New Zealand, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, UK, and the US. Most of the products you see on Temu are directly shipped from Chinese suppliers and warehouses, although some may also come from inside the US. Is Temu a legitimate company? The short answer is yes, the company is legitimate. The items are real and you will receive them. However, the longer answer is more complex. Temu is not accredited by the Better Business Bureau, BBB, which is used by most major retailers, such as Amazon, to build trust, advertise honesty, embody integrity, and meet a range of other responsible business standards. On the one hand, BBB accreditation does come with a fee. So that could be why Temu hasn't yet sought it, but on the other hand, the lack of this backing does leave customers fearful of online scams. It's important to clarify the situation regarding Temu's engagement with the Better Business Bureau, BBB. There have been discussions and perhaps rumors about Temu's efforts to address customer complaints and its interactions with the BBB. Why is Temu considered controversial? There are a few issues with Temu that have raised potential red flags, so let's explore each of those briefly. 1. Privacy concerns. Temu's sister site Pinduoduo was recently suspended by Google for containing malware, and the US government has accused Temu of the same crime. An investigation was recently opened by the US-China Economic Security Review Commission to look into potential data risks, sourcing violations, and trade loopholes of fast fashion sites like Temu. 2. Alleged Amazon storefront cloning. Temu, known for its low-cost goods, has been under scrutiny for allegedly replicating product listings from other e-commerce giants like Amazon and Shein. Let's break this down and understand what's happening. First up, Amazon sellers. They've noticed something unsettling. Their product listings, complete with images and descriptions, have apparently been duplicated on Temu. This isn't just a few isolated incidents. It's led to a series of legal actions. Sellers are claiming copyright and trademark infringement, pointing out that these duplicates have led to a significant drop in their sales. Now let's talk about the Shein situation. Shein, a major player in the fast fashion industry, has taken legal action against Temu. Their claim that Temu has been using Shein's trademarked images and even impersonating their brand on social media. And the court seems to be siding with Shein. They've granted a temporary restraining order, recognizing the potential for trademark and copyright infringement. These allegations raise big questions about the practices of new e-commerce platforms in a highly competitive market. While Temu offers products at attractively low prices, these legal challenges point to a possible downside: the risk of infringing on intellectual property rights. So, what does this mean for the future of Temu and online shopping? Well, the outcomes of these lawsuits could have significant implications, not just for Temu, but for the e-commerce industry as a whole. It's a reminder of the fine line between competitive pricing and respect for intellectual property. As consumers and creators, it's crucial to stay informed about where our products come from and how they're listed. These cases could set important precedents for how online marketplaces operate. 3. Potential forced labor. Both Shein and Temu have been accused by a House committee of using forced labor from the autonomous region of Xinjiang in China. According to the US State Department, 12 million Uyghurs, Turkic-speaking Muslims, live in Xinjiang and are native to the region. An estimated 100,000 Uyghurs, apologies if I mispronounced, and other ethnic minority ex-detainees in China may be working in conditions of forced labor following detention in re-education camps. This includes picking cotton to make clothes. 16% of cotton clothes in the US had cotton from Xinjiang, according to a survey conducted in 2021. In December 2021, President Joe Biden signed the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act, UFLPA, banning goods made in Xinjiang. The law states that any product manufactured in Xinjiang should be assumed to have been made using forced labor. It also provided companies that ship products into the US with guidelines on how to ensure that their products aren't made with forced labor. But companies that take advantage of the de minimis provision use it to circumvent the UFLPA, because without paying duty fees, there is no formal entry documentation, a major impediment to collection of data necessary to enforce import bans. A Bloomberg investigation revealed that Shein was using Xinjiang cotton in its clothes, and items on Temu's website have included Xinjiang cotton in the description, according to the congressional report. Is Temu safe to use? At the moment, Temu has a Trustpilot rating of 3.3 out of 5 with just over 11,000 reviews. While many people state they've had a positive experience with the brand, receiving what they ordered in a timely manner, others say they feel scammed and ripped off due to orders turning up damaged or incomplete. Although Temu does largely live up to its tagline of low cost and fast shipping, data security issues and product quality remain significant concerns. When prices are that rock bottom, it's important to bear in mind that there is an element of you get what you pay for. Why is Temu so cheap? There's no getting around it. The prices on Temu are exceptionally cheap. Temu says they're able to do this by connecting customers directly with suppliers and thus cutting out the middleman. If you thought Shein was cheap, Temu is even cheaper. The online retailer Temu launched in the US in late 2022, but has already become a favorite for buying cheap products, some even below $1. However, as of November 2023, just over a year after being launched, Temu's fast fashion business model has come under criticism for illegal labor practices and even employee deaths. But why is Temu so cheap, and at what cost? According to Reuters, Temu also allegedly utilizes its tax exemption to avoid regulations and import items made with forced labor. Temu has used its low prices to bypass de minimis. De minimis says if an imported item is below $800 in value, they do not have to be inspected or taxed. Because Temu sells things to the consumer straight from the manufacturer, they can guarantee most consumers will have an order of less than $800. Temu also has a history of workplace deaths. In 2021, there were 3 employee deaths at Pinduoduo, Temu's parent company. First, a 22-year-old woman collapsed one day after work, only to be dead 6 hours later. The other deaths took place just weeks after. One employee jumped to his death after being fired for criticism of the work culture. The other, a delivery driver, set himself on fire protesting his unpaid wages. In China's work culture, pressure to work into the night with no overtime pay is normal just to keep up with the competition, per the New York Times. Although overworked employees are not unique to Temu or even the Chinese tech industry, it is an example of how cheap prices come at a very large cost. Fast fashion and cheap goods are not a sustainable future market, especially with the human and environmental exploitation that comes along with it. Are Temu products good quality? As mentioned before, Temu has a Trustpilot rating of 3.3 stars, with many happy customers raving about the huge selection of items and the super low prices. However, over on BBB, it's a slightly different story, with customers awarding Temu just 2 out of 5 stars. A lot of the negative reviews and complaints there are centered around the items being low quality and the customer service being poor. So, if you shop on Temu, it's worth bearing in mind that it might be a slightly mixed experience. Just like with any low-priced online retail giant, such as Amazon, expect to get some items that are of excellent quality and some that are not so well made. How Temu uses your data. Just like any other e-commerce app, Temu gathers your data upon sign-up. This includes your name, address, location, search history, payment information, and the ID of your device. In recent years, more and more people have become concerned about the security of their data, specifically when it's being stored by Chinese-based apps. However, it's important to bear in mind that all apps, regardless of location, can collect and store your data with very few limits. So it's up to you to decide which apps you use and how much of your data you're prepared to give up, how payment is processed at Temu. Again, Temu is pretty run-of-the-mill on this front, offering up a range of payment options that are very similar to most online retailers. These include the option to pay by major credit debit cards such as Visa or MasterCard, as well as third-party processors like Apple Pay, PayPal, and Google Pay. Klarna is also an option if you'd rather pay something off over time. When it comes to how safe it is to use a debit card, using one on Temu is no more risky than using one elsewhere. The company employs the usual state-of-the-art encryption technology and SSL certificates to ensure everything remains secure throughout your transaction. What are Temu's refund and delivery policies? While Temu doesn't currently offer an exchange service, you can initiate a return of an item that you're not satisfied with or that doesn't fit. Almost all items are eligible for a return and refund provided this falls within the 90-day purchase window. The exceptions are clothing items that have been worn or washed, damaged, or have had their tags removed, items that are labeled as non-returnable, free gifts. When it comes to delivery, most items are shipped free of charge within 6 to 25 days, or you can pay $12.90 for express shipping. This is also free if the items have a combined total of more than $129. You can track your items on the app, and if your order is late, Temu will issue you with a $5 credit for standard shipping or a $13 credit for express shipping. Is Temu a good company to buy from? There are always going to be risks with online shopping. Items can be lost in transit, arrive damaged, or look very little like the images displayed on the website. In this respect, Temu comes with the same issues as ordering from any other online retailer. There are some potential ethical issues to be aware of, but again, these concerns are real and alive with a lot of companies these days, so Temu is definitely not the exception to the rule here. Overall, with the cost of living what it is, Temu does provide customers with the opportunity to get their hands on products they may otherwise not have been able to afford. As long as you're aware that you'll be exposing yourself to the usual risks around quality and the occasional shipping issue, Temu is worth checking out. Temu versus Amazon. Which shopping site is best for your buying needs? If you've paid close attention, you've noticed that some products on Amazon are also on Temu. And if you're a savvy shopper preparing to order holiday gifts, you may be wondering which online marketplace is the best. Here are some guidelines to consider when deciding whether to buy something from Amazon or Temu. You should buy from Temu if you're looking for tech appliances. Many people have smartphones, headphones, laptops, and smartwatches in their daily use rotation. Many people like to personalize those products with cases, stickers, wristlets, phone stands, and other accessories. If you like changing up your phone case or smartwatch band frequently, buying multiple OtterBox phone cases or Apple-branded Apple Watch bands can be a pricey luxury. Although you should invest in at least one sturdy case or accessory, experimenting with colorful accessories can be a fun way to express yourself through your devices. Most people go to Amazon to find a wider assortment of accessories than they'd find in the tech department of big box stores, such as Walmart, Target, or Best Buy. But Temu has an even wider assortment of tech accessories than Amazon. You can find all kinds of tech accessories on Temu, and sometimes you'll see the same accessories advertised on Amazon. However, on Temu, you'll find them for much cheaper. You must purchase at least $10 worth of items. That's about 4 iPhone cases based on Temu pricing. And then you're guaranteed free shipping. I bought cases for my iPhone 14, MacBook Air, and AirPods Pro on Temu and have only been unhappy with 2 of the 9 iPhone cases I purchased. Temu has more cases that protect the bezels around the iPhone camera, an area that tends to go unprotected in most Amazon iPhone cases. There are thousands of AirPods Pro cases to choose from on Temu, ranging from clear cases and cases with funny characters to cases that look like miniature Vaseline containers. I would not recommend any charging stations or cords from Temu for Apple devices. I like to stick to accessories that don't charge or interfere with my phone or AirPods batteries because I don't want to risk damaging them with faulty charging accessories. There may be third-party chargers on Temu that won't damage your device's battery, but I don't like to risk it. If you purchase third-party lighting or USB-C charging cables or MagSafe 3-in-1 charging stations, you should ensure they have a Made for Apple label. This label means the manufacturer went the extra mile to ensure their third-party charging accessories are certified by Apple and safe for your devices. You can search Apple's database for which brands manufacture accessories that received a Made for Apple label. If you have an Android phone, you should check your phone's charging standards, which you can find online on your smartphone manufacturer's official device spec sheet. Most Android phones use the USB PD charging standard, so most third-party chargers should work fine as long as their wattage is compatible with your smartphone. You should buy from Temu if you can wait a few weeks for your items. Many of the items on Temu come from China, meaning that US shoppers will have to wait about 10 days from purchase to receive their Temu packages. Sometimes the items will come sooner, other times they will appear on your doorstep at the last minute. So if you're pinched for time, I wouldn't recommend buying from Temu. I'll give you a scenario. A few months ago, someone stole my iPhone 13. Unsurprisingly, I went to the Apple store to buy a replacement. I was desperate for a case on my new phone, but I couldn't wait 10 days for the phone cases I bought from Temu later that day. So I rush shipped a case from Amazon to have some protection on my phone until my cases from Temu came in. I got my OtterBox from Amazon in 2 days, but I don't plan on buying any more cases from anywhere other than Temu. You should buy from Temu if you want to experiment with dupes. Temu has many look-alike products, or dupes, on its platform. However, if you see people online reviewing AirPods Max from Temu, they may look like AirPods Max, but the seller cannot advertise them as real AirPods Max. Most of the products you see on Temu that resemble authentic name brand tech products are not legitimate. Since that time, all the devices Temu advertised as HP products are no longer available on the site. That said, some tech products on Temu will work with your devices. The AirPods Max you see on Temu may connect to your devices and sound decent, but you'll miss out on many of the features real ones deliver, and they may not offer you much longevity. So if you're okay with trying your luck on Temu Dupes and want a pair of AirPods Max for only $11, Temu is your place. You should buy from Amazon if you're a last-minute gift giver. If you have an Amazon Prime account, these days who doesn't? Your items are eligible for same-day, one-day, and two-day shipping. If you're buying a last-minute gift for a friend's birthday or anniversary, your best bet, aside from visiting a physical store, is ordering from Amazon with Prime shipping. Still, even without a Prime membership, Amazon boasts faster shipping times. All Amazon customers can expect most items to arrive in 4 to 5 business days. So, even if you're a week away from giving your gift, you'll get it faster from Amazon than from Temu. However, if you're not a Prime member, you'll have to purchase at least $35 worth of products to qualify for Amazon's free shipping. You should buy from Amazon if you're looking for reliable tech. If you want to buy a reputable piece of tech, choose Amazon. Amazon is a reliable seller, whether you're buying refurbished or brand new tech. Amazon has a comprehensive open box policy, and Amazon renewed products are tested, inspected, and given a rating and price based on their condition. For example, a brand new 2022 13-inch MacBook Air with an M2 chip, 10-core GPU, 8 GB of RAM, and 512 GB SSD costs $1,300 at Apple. The same laptop from Amazon Renewed is $979 and in excellent condition, meaning the screen has no scratches and the body has no signs of significant cosmetic damage. The refurbished MacBook Air also comes with the same accessories as a brand new MacBook Air. Brand new tech often goes on sale at Amazon, and refurbished tech can be returned and refunded within 90 days of purchase. You should buy from Amazon if you want easier returns. Most items on Amazon can be returned within 30 days of receipt. Although Temu has a forgiving 90-day return policy, it's much more convenient to return items to Amazon. You can return items purchased from Amazon at an Amazon hub locker in your area, or you can drop your returned items off at your nearest UPS store, Kohl's, Whole Foods, Staples, or Amazon store. You don't have to worry about printing labels or shipping boxes, as Amazon will provide you with a QR code to present to the attendant at the return location. After you scan the QR code, you give your items to the assistant, and you should receive a refund soon after. Mr. Dibbles' buying advice. The bottom line, if you're looking for legitimate name brand products, consult Amazon. But in the tech accessories department, Temu holds the crown. Recently, people took to TikTok to accuse Temu of stealing their payment information after finding their bank accounts drained of funds. Amazon, meanwhile, has had its fair share of payment scams. I've never encountered these issues, probably because I've never supplied any online retailer with my debit card information. I recommend never using your debit card when completing transactions online. Instead, you can buy a Visa or Amazon gift card, load money onto it, and use that. Or you can use Apple Pay or PayPal on Temu, which are less likely to be hacked. I recommend using Apple Pay or PayPal on any online store you buy from if the gift card method isn't viable. And Apple Pay doesn't store your card information on Apple servers, and PayPal offers $0 liability for items charged to your bank account that you didn't purchase. It's complicated for bad actors to hack a gift card, and should they succeed, they can't access the funds in your bank accounts. Temu, having surged in popularity since its launch in 2022, presents a mix of advantages and concerns for online shoppers. Its affiliation with PDD Holdings and its rapid expansion across various countries signal a legitimate business operation. However, controversies surrounding data security, potential forced labor, and the cloning of other e-commerce platforms' product listings indicate areas of concern. Temu's business model, offering direct connections to suppliers for rock-bottom prices, explains its cost effectiveness. Yet, this raises questions about the sustainability of such low prices, especially considering the allegations of illegal labor practices and the tragic incidents of employee deaths at PDD Holdings, Temu's parent company. The user experience on Temu is generally positive, marked by a user-friendly interface and a variety of payment options, including secure methods like PayPal and Apple Pay. However, customer feedback on platforms like Trustpilot and BBB reflects a mixed bag of experiences, pointing to issues with product quality and customer service. When weighing Temu against giants like Amazon, the decision hinges on specific needs and preferences. Temu excels in offering inexpensive tech accessories and allows for experimentation with low-cost alternatives. On the other hand, Amazon's faster shipping, reliable tech offerings, and easier return process might appeal to those valuing convenience and brand assurance. Ultimately, The choice to shop from Temu should be informed by a consideration of these factors alongside personal priorities such as budget, ethical concerns, and urgency of needs. In an era where online shopping is omnipresent, how do we balance the allure of low prices with ethical concerns and quality assurance? And as consumers, what role should we play in demanding transparency and ethical practices from emerging e-commerce platforms like Temu? If you enjoyed this content, please consider watching this video about Temu you now see on the screen. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.